Symptome will be chatting to songwriter Sunel about her debut album, so it's over to them.
And indeed, Pearl, Sunel joins me now this morning. A very good morning to you, Sunel, and welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Well, it's so good to see you. I mean, 4 years in the making. You've been singing professionally for the past 4 years.
Yes.
So how has that been? And take us through your journey from when you discovered your love for music.
Well, it's been quite a long journey, but since ever I was a little girl, I knew that this is what I wanted to do with my life. Music is my career choice. And I've always took like piano lessons and singing lessons, and then all of a sudden 4 years back I just decided, okay, I'm going to take this seriously and make an album, and yeah, so it's a long journey, but it's a very exciting journey.
And I would imagine it's not an easy one. I'm sure there's been ups and downs. So who has been there for you, pushing you to your limits, pushing you never to give up and explore yourself to the best potential?
Well, I'm very lucky to have two very supportive parents, and then my friends and my boyfriend that always motivates me and like, you can do this, believe in yourself. So I think if you have a really good support system, it makes it so much easier for you, and your passion grows so much more to just like to succeed in life, and especially in the music industry.
Right. And what are some of the themes that you address through your music?
Well, the title of the album is Symptome, and I wanted a theme that can combine all the songs together, because I feel like as a songwriter I write about love, I write about emotions, and I feel like if you are going to put an album out there, you need to have something that people can relate to. And my inspiration comes from my life, from other people's lives, from different experiences, so it's just a combination of everything, basically.
So do you think your fans are actually relating to your music? How have they responded to it?
Well, I hope so. Yes, I saw a post on my Facebook page, on my artist page, and this guy told me it's so nice and so refreshing to actually listen to a song and not just to hear a bunch of beats put together, but actually there's a message behind that song. Okay. So if someone comes up to me and they tell me that, I think my job is done. Okay. So, yeah.
So, Sunel, who did you work with on this project, and why do you think they are the best creative, I mean, to see your vision to fruition?
Well, I was very, very lucky to work with two amazing producers, actually three amazing producers, but for this album mostly, with Hugo Ludik and Vaughan Gardiner. They produced the whole album. And I mean, they're amazing producers, they're amazing musicians, and it was just so much fun to work with them, so I'm very lucky.
And ever since a young age, you've been planning and creating content for this project for years now.
Yes.
So how has that been? And take us through some of the processes it entailed.
Well, basically, I started writing music, I would say, about 8 years ago. And when I look back now and I see all those written musics, I just feel like I grew so much in the process. And I think you never stop growing as a singer and a songwriter. You're always evolving. So yeah,
What is it you've been doing differently now compared to back then?
I think when you start out, there's a lot of different people that tell you, oh no, do this or do that, go into that direction. And as you grow, you learn yourself better, and you actually know what you want and what you want to put out there. Sure. And for me, it's all about 100% authenticity and honesty. I never want to be portrayed as someone different as I am, like walking on the streets and then people meet me on stage and it's two different people. I would never want that.
Sure. And your highlights of working on this project?
Well, there's quite a few highlights. I had the amazing opportunity to shoot a music video with Father Media, and just the whole album coming together and finally having a product in my hand, and now I'm able to share it with the people. I think that is probably the biggest highlight for me to now. So now it's just getting my music out there, letting the people hear me, and we'll see what comes.
When you say you don't want to be portrayed as somebody else different on the streets compared to when in studio, how would you like people, particularly your fans, to portray you?
I think for me, especially in the music industry, there's a lot of people that it's a lot of fakeness around the music industry. And for me, I don't want to be that. I don't want to write music just for the sake of writing it. I want to send a message to people out there. And yeah, for me, absolutely, from day one, authenticity is all that I believe in. And for young people especially, I mean, on social media and all that pressure that they have these days, because you're not perfect enough. If you don't look like that or act like that, you're not good enough. And I mean, to me, it's absurd. And I want to be a positive influence, especially in young people's lives.
Okay, just quickly, how do you get hold of you?
You can always contact me on my artist Facebook page at Sunel Music, and I am on Instagram also at Miss Sunel, and then on Twitter also at Miss Sunel.
Awesome. Great
Yes.
stuff. Thank you for chatting to us.
Thank you so much.
Right, that was singer and songwriter Sunel speaking to us about her debut album titled Symptome, which is a mixture of 11 beautiful tracks in various musical genres aimed at appealing to a much larger audience. This is Morning Live. Let's take a short break.